into the city of Lampang. We took a bus from Chiang Mai. It took us about an hour and a half, and it cost us around $10 for both of us Australian. And we have arrived. And it's known for the place of the horse and cart. And there's about 220,000 people that live here. And it's also known for architecture and teak houses. So we're about to go to the museum and learn a bit more about the culture. So this is a shrine outside the museum. I just thought I'd quickly show you. It looks absolutely gorgeous, as they all do. But let's go into the museum and check it out. So it's got really nice gardens and lawns around. Up to the entranceway. And it looks like a big soldier in the entrance there. So you can see this is quite an old looking museum and grounds. All those brickwork everywhere. So as we get closer, we can see the army man standing at the top of the at the front of the museum. And I've heard that it's free to get in for everybody, so that's pretty good, because most museums you have to pay at least a donation. And there's one of the horse and carts that I was talking about. We're going to go for a ride on one of those a bit later. Look how beautiful the horse is. It's got his blinkers on. That's cool. Loving that they still use this concept like the old days. And this museum is surrounded by horse and carts. And these are just some of the carts that are out the front of this museum. Here we are. We just have to sign in the book to say that we've arrived. So we've gone up the stairs and now we're going to go into our first exhibit. These green curtains here, let's see what this one's all about. Oh, sculptures, naked people everywhere. Half naked anyway. So the Lao people. The Chiang Mai people. And of course the English over here. So this museum just shows you a bit of the past history and culture of Lampang, and there's a sign about how Myanmar played a part in all of it. So here they show the famous chicken bowl of Lampang, which is one of the icons in this city, made out of ceramics and pottery. So this just shows the Northern Railway Division, where all the train trading was done. And the goods were transported across from the city into the countryside. So we got to the part where we're having a look at some of the ceramics that were made in Lampang. They're big on trade and big on ceramics. there's another one of those chicken bowls, or another couple of those chicken bowls at the end. It's called a chicken bowl, but it's got a rooster on it. So we finished at the museum. That was pretty interesting, but there was a lot of the exhibits that have actually been shut down for restoration, so we just came outside and show you some of the horse and carriages that are waiting here to take everybody on a ride. Found out it's $300 for the minimum spend on the horse carriage, so we're going to do that. Waiting for the man to give me some change because I've only got 1,000 baht. Here's up the car. So it's 300, 400 or 500 depending on how long you want to go for.
Here's the horses and the carriages. So yeah, they've got the signs though, so you can see the sign there tells you exactly how much it is for each of the rides. I think it's a set fare that the Horse Carriage Association or similar basically sets, so it's not something you need to negotiate on, you just basically get in and do it. Here's our little carriage.
Here we are.
I'm just going to take it.
Very exciting.
So here we are guys, taking our little horse carriage. We'll do the, as we mentioned, taking the short ride, so it's about 15 or 20 minutes. We're going to go around and take a little bit of a ride around, so try and see if I can get a bit of a side shot here. Maybe up over the shoulder over here. There, you get a bit of a feel for the streets now of Lampang as well as we go around. So from what I've noticed so far is it's got kind of like a more modern area to the city, more modern buildings, and then you got some older, kind of more antique old houses which are located down at the waterfront or the riverside. You see an example of some of these timber houses every now and then mixed in with some of the more modern ones here. So actually here's the hotel that we're staying in. So it's called the Ban May Boonathon, something like that actually. I'll put it in the link anyway or on the bottom of the screen so you can see the hotel name, but it's a fairly basic hotel, but it does what we needed to for a couple of nights here.
Here's another temple in Lampang. I don't know which one that is, but it looks pretty cool, right in the middle of the city. And there's lots of bars on this street by the looks of it that open up later on when it starts to cool down.
Yeah, when I was looking today, a lot of the bars open up at about 5 o'clock. I mean, restaurants are open, but there's an area here which is closer to the river right here. You can see some places there, you got like the restaurants, you got the river just here as we go along.
This is a beautiful thing to do, riding on this horse.
There's a couple of little bridges that go across the river, so you've got a chance to kind of cross over. Here's another little place called Loom by the look of it. It looks like they've got music and stuff set up there too.
That's one of the bridges. They've got a lot of bridges that go across to the other side. Is that like the old city or?
Yeah, I think what I saw in the museum just before is that was what they call the American part of town, which was on the other side of the bridge. This part of the side was the more traditional. Oh, look at this temple here.
Oh.
So, yeah, this is the more traditional side over this side, but wow, look at the white temple. Yeah, it's very nice. There's Buddha there. They're saying a lot of the temples in, that are around Lampang are actually designed with the Myanmar people. So they came here for a lot of the timber stuff, I think you were saying, from the museum. So yeah, a lot of the timber exports that the English set up, they would come and build all these. Once they made enough money, they'd build all these really fancy temples and things. So yeah, and this is Clock Tower, I think we've got coming up here.
Yep. Not as beautiful as the Shanghai clock tower. I don't think it changes colour.
No.
But it's pretty nice anyway. It's nice to have a clock tower in the middle of a roundabout.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like the busiest kind of roundabout in town by the look of it. It's a relatively kind of quieter town, especially in the area that we're staying anyway, so.
So we're nearly at the end of our horse and carriage ride, and hopefully if you ever come to Lampang, you'll be able to come on a horse and carriage ride too. Definitely worth the ride. And tonight we might check out some of the night markets, which is across the river over the bridge. Won't we, Boat?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, we've been told that there's 2 markets here in Lampang. So one's on a Friday, one's on a Saturday. Tonight's Friday, so we're going to go check out the one that's across the river. I'm looking forward to it.
See you soon.
See you there.
So we have decided now around dusk to walk across the bridge, across this beautiful river. And we are walking towards what we told you before, the night market. So the night market opens at 5 o'clock and I think it goes till around 11 p.m. And this bridge is pretty cool. This is like, there's a few bridges across here. You can probably see that one over there that's split up. There's a few bridges that come across this river and take you over to the other side of the town. That light on the dusk looks amazing. So we're just going to walk across here and see what's going to be of the night market. Oh, the bridge is just lit up, so that's nice. It must light up at a certain time. I think it's around 6 o'clock now. I'll just get out of the way of this lady. Sawadika. If anyone didn't know that, that means hello in Thai. A sawadika for a woman, if you're a woman saying hello. And if you're a man saying hello to somebody, it's sawadika. Anyway, it looks like we've made it over the bridge. And here we are. A few restaurants have greeted us. And so has Murray. He's just navigating how to get to the next place.
Hey guys, so we're in the Lampang Friday night market. So this is on the cultural street as far as we know. This market's got a bit of everything actually. I mean, Heidi will probably tell you, it feels more like a thrift market or something like that,
well,
doesn't it?
The food doesn't obviously, because they're not going to do second-hand food. But when you get along to, like we've just walked down the street, but if you come along past the clothes and the shoes and everything and the toys, I feel like a lot of them are second-hand, which is fair enough. It's like a massive garage sale, to be honest. But the food obviously is always good at markets, so let's have a look around.
Yeah, so there's plenty here. I'll turn this around and then you can kind of have a look. So you've got different like kind of rice cake things. You've got these guys that are like, I don't know what they're trying to pitch for us. Isn't it school or something? I don't know. I'll have to check it out. School. Okay, alright. So there's some guys that are like trying to get some donations for a school there. Might have to throw them some money and stuff later on. So it's got all your typical market fare. You can see mushrooms wrapped in bacon. I've been trying to get myself some of those.
Why don't you get one of those? You've been
Probably
watching
should.
one of those for ages.
Yeah, probably should.
All of a sudden they're here.
I know. How about you get me some?
So they mushrooms with bacon. How much?
$10.
$10. You want one or two?
Oh, just whatever I get for $10.
Just one for $10.
Yeah.
You want two?
No, just one's fine.
Try one. That's part of my money. I'll just get one, please. One for 10 baht. Yeah. No spicy.
Spicy, okay.
Spicy or no spicy?
Spicy, okay.
There is a 10 baht.
Is it? Okay. Thank you. Stop.
Murray is going to try this one. This is the one you've always wanted.
I've been watching this on other people's channels.
So let's come over here and get out of everybody's way.
Mushy. So it's basically
what is it?
mushroom with a bit of bacon. I've got the light on it. So it's mushroom with a bit of bacon wrapped around it. Oh, nearly stabbed myself in the face.
Shit. That's a weird type of looking mushroom. It kind of hangs off it. Is that like a different type of field mushroom?
I don't know. No, it's some type of Asian mushroom. I don't know the one. I think it's a gnocchi mushroom or something like that. I don't know. Probably talking out my backside, but it's got a bit of spice on it. It's quite nice. You want to try it?
No thanks.
Why not?
I just don't want the sauce off it. I would have tried it if it was just the plain one, but I'm not really into the sauce. And I don't want to bounce off the walls with a magic mushroom.
No, alright.
But I'll look after you if you do.
Okay, thanks.
That's okay.
There you go. Smash it.
So do you think it was worth 10 baht?
Okay. 50 cents.
Would you like another one?
Sorry, 50 cents. No, that's good.
Okay, let's keep going. He's got to find a bin. So when I was saying about the thrift markets before, it just feels like a lot of these clothes are second hand, which is pretty cool. And people are trying to sell and swap some of their clothes. But we are actually in more of the food section right now. It's just a typical Thai outdoor market. So as we were saying before, this is the Friday night market, but they've also got a Saturday night market, but we won't be here for that. So we just thought we'd come along and show you one of the markets anyway. I feel like this market is very, very local. Doesn't seem to be too many foreigners or expats here. Making kebabs over here. And they are doing some kind of wooden goods here. Little chairs and little table and chairs type of looking things. Babe, do you reckon these are like just little tables?
I reckon they're spice racks.
Oh, spice racks. God, I'm stupid. They're spice racks. And these are spice racks as well.
No, I think that's a mobile phone holder.
God, he's good. Maybe he's looking properly and I'm not. Only 50 baht for a mobile phone holder. And then you can get these for your house. Very nice woodwork here. People are actually working behind the scenes as they're selling. Sawadika. They sell remote controls and air conditioning devices. So anyway, I'll show you a bit of the thrift side of things in a minute as we go along. This is a cool old ruins in the middle of the markets. I don't know where that goes through to, but it looks like some kind of railway, or an old railway.
Call
singing here, but you can see these little squirrels made out of coconut, which are pretty cool. And also these monkeys, they also look pretty cool. It's amazing what you can get out of coconut. I'll get everything out of a coconut over here. Yeah, so you can see now we're kind of more at the start of the markets where we started from at the other end, and you can kind of see what we're talking about with like the guys have got like a lot of kind of clothes which look like they're reselling, so hence why we said, oh, it's a little bit of a thrift mall type feel to it, or thrift shop type feel. I'll show some more as I get down a bit further, but they're kind of like sporadically located as you go along. So in between all the different foods and things that you got here, you got the clothes being sold as well. Like reused shoes. Vintage jeans. Got like all these dresses and things over here as well. Yeah, so plenty to find in the market here in Lampang on a Friday night. Yeah, so if you're looking, as I said before, for like a vintage t-shirt of some kind, I think you might be able to pick it up here. Or maybe something for your pet. Got a whole lot of pet rugs and stuff here. Floor mats. And then your pure brick and brack here. I feel like I've just walked into Grandma's garage, so...
I know, that's what I feel like. I feel like the old days of garage sales before they had marketplace and all those kinds of things on social media. Look, you can even buy Grandma's old ring.
I know, look at them all.
Grandma's old ruby ring that you've always wanted.
Oh, these are quite nice, some of these things though. If you're looking for an antiques and you're able to ship it back.
Exactly.
So there you go. I think that'll probably do this part of the video for the markets. Hope you enjoyed seeing the markets in Lampang. So here you've got some of the cool street art that they've got around Lampang on some of the walkways near the river. So these are actually quite cool. One with a little song tower on here, which looks quite nice. You've got this really cool one which has got Lampang. We are the dream destination. This is right in front of something called the Wooden House, which is a nice little cafe. It's really nice.
So we've come to one of the most famous restaurants in Lampang, and we looked it up on TripAdvisor and some reviews, and it's called Aroy 1 Baht. But the only thing that's 1 baht on the menu is actually steamed rice, but the menu looks very, very cheap. So I'll just have a show of the menu, and it's very extensive. There's lots and lots and lots of pages in here. So for a person like me that's super indecisive, good luck with that one. It's pretty much showing us how cheap it is. Cheap here for the stir fries. Really, obviously you can see different prices. And I'll just go across to one single dish meal. So you can get a single dish meal over here for between 50 and 150 baht, which isn't too bad, depending on what meat you get, obviously, or what size dish you get. You can get small or large. Anyway, when it comes out, we've decided what to eat. I'll get back to you.
So guys, so we've got our food here. I've got the crispy pork with basil. Comes with the rice, so this is the single serve dish, which is only 50 baht. Hottie's got the chicken and cashew, which is there. I think we're just waiting on a steamed rice or a boiled rice for hers. Got ourselves a couple of chicken wings as well, and extra fried egg for a bit of extra protein on top.
Yum, you're going to try it and tell us what it's like.
Yeah,
Let's have a little try. What is it? Crispy pork. And is it like a spicy sauce? Or?
Yeah, it's like it's a sweet and spicy sauce, which is quite good. The holy basil and chili.
What would you rate that out of 10?
Probably about 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Chow down, babe.
I will. Thanks.
Sounds good.
Sign off on that one. See ya.
Keep your passports handy and your pancakes warm. Remember that one.